Good afternoon, and welcome, all of you, to this wonderful occasion. I am Dr. Raymond Curry, Professor of Clinical Medicine and Medical Education, and it is my great privilege to serve the college as Senior Associate Dean for Educational Affairs and to be the Grand Marshal for this, the 136th commencement of the University of Illinois College of Medicine. We do want everyone to enjoy this event without undue distraction, so please take a moment now to turn off or mute your mobile phones and other electronic devices if you've not already done so. This year, the University of Illinois College of Medicine graduates from all its various programs a total of 327 students. 310 have met the requirements of the MD degree program and constitute one of the largest graduating medical classes in the United States. The class of 2018 includes 173 who have completed the MD degree here in Chicago, 57 in Peoria, 56 in Rockford, and 24 in Urbana-Champaign. These newly minted physicians will now be continuing their professional training in one of 23 medical specialties across 27 states. They will someday be your doctors and mine. 66 of those graduating here today are entering residency programs in Illinois, and we hope many of those who matched into programs in other states will find their way back. The college can proudly claim that 1 in 6 physicians currently practicing in the state is a product of our educational programs. We're also presenting 11 Doctor of Philosophy degree candidates and 6 master's degree candidates, Masters in Patient Safety Leadership, Master of Public Health, and Master of Clinical Translational Sciences. These candidates have distinguished themselves through their outstanding scholarship and original research. Their training has prepared them for leadership roles in education and research across a spectrum of positions in universities, medical centers, industry, and government. You, the families and friends of these outstanding graduates, we know are very, very proud of them. I will now formally open the 136th commencement ceremony of the University of Illinois College of Medicine as we welcome the leadership of the university, the college, our faculty, and our students into the pavilion. Dr. Charles Ray, the Interim Executive Dean of the College of Medicine, please escort to the platform the officers of the university and our distinguished guests. The Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago, Dr. Michael Emeritus. The Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs, Dr. Robert Bearish. Assistant Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences, Dr. Michel Mariscalco. Our distinguished commencement speaker, Dr. Richard Carmona. Former Executive Dean, University of Illinois College of Medicine, Dr. Dimitri Azar. Dean's Award for Excellence in Healthcare Leadership recipient and Regional Dean of the Peoria campus, Dr. Sarah Rush. Distinguished Service Award recipient and Associate Dean for Technological Innovation and Training, Dr. Rulura Prabhakar. Faculty of the Year Award recipient, Dr. Luan Fawn. Faculty Hooder and Golden Apple recipient, Dr. Fred Czar. Chief Executive Officer for the University of Illinois Hospital and Clinics, Mr. Michael Zen. Dr. Henry Dove, Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education, please lead the college deans to the platform. Dr. Larry Tabachman, Dr. Jerry Fox, Dr. Jorge Girardi, Dr. Jay Noreen, Mr. Todd Van Neck, Dr. Era Takian, Dr. Sandra Yingling, Dr. Amy Lin, Dr. Abbas Haderi, Dr. Trevon Thompson, and Dr. Nancy Freitag. Co-marshals, Dr. Jeffrey Loeb, Department Head for Neurology and Rehabilitation Medicine, and Dr. William Walden, Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs. Please lead the College of Medicine department heads and their faculty and the center directors. Following the marshals are those College of Medicine department heads and their faculty and the center directors. Dr. Simon Alford, Anatomy and Cell Biology. Dr. David Schwartz, Anesthesiology. Dr. Bradley Merrill, representing the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Genetics. Dr. Thomas Royston, Bioengineering. Dr. Maria Tsoukas, Dermatology. Dr. Heather Prendergast, representing the Department of Emergency Medicine. Dr. Mamouna Hasnain, representing the Department of Family Medicine. Dr. Patricia Fenn, Department of Medicine and Associate Dean for College Strategic Initiatives, also a Distinguished Faculty Award recipient today. Dr. Susan Ross, Microbiology and Immunology. Dr. Konstantin Slavin, representing the Department of Neurosurgery. Dr. Mary Stevenson, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Mark Rosenblatt, Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences. Dr. Mark Gonzalez, Orthopedics. Dr. Barry Wennig, Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. Dr. Frederick Bain, Pathology. Dr. Benjamin Van Voorhees, Pediatrics. Dr. Azra Malik, Pharmacology. Dr. Jan Kadiowski, Physiology and Biophysics. Dr. Anand Kumar, Psychiatry. Dr. Michael Bresler, Radiology. Dr. Enrico Benedetti, Surgery. Dr. Craig Niederberger, Urology. Dr. Robert Wynn with Cancer Center. And Dr. John Solaro, Center for Cardiovascular Research. As the rest of the College of Medicine faculty process, you may notice that in addition to their academic regalia, many of our faculty members are wearing medallions around their necks. These faculty have been recognized by the college and invested with named professorships or chairs. This recognition acknowledges these professors as leaders in their field and their commitment to excellence in educating medical students, conducting forward-thinking translational research, and providing accessible and inclusive care to their patients. These faculty are considered members of the College of Medicine Robert and Mary Sweeney Faculty Excellence Society. The late Raymond Nestor Sweeney, MD class of 1968, attributed his success as a radiologist to the excellent education he received at the college In gratitude, he left his alma mater one of the largest estate gifts in university history, which was used to establish an endowment to support medical excellence in all its forms at the College of Medicine, including scholarships, faculty professorships, and educational innovative programs. Now, will everyone who is able please stand? I am pleased to present the University of Illinois College of Medicine at Chicago candidates from the class of 2018. We begin with the master degree, doctor of philosophy degree, and joint MD PhD program candidates led by the Dean of the Graduate College, Dr. Karen Colley. Now I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, led by Senior Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Kathleen Kashima, and Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, Mark Urosef. There we have it. Let us please remain standing and join in the singing of the National Anthem, led by Ms. Denise Yates, Director of the Office of Graduate Diversity Programs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful, thank you. Please be seated. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Dr. Michel Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Michel Emeritus became the 9th Chancellor of UIC in March 2015. During his time in office to date, UIC has established clear priorities for the future, surpassing 30,000 students enrolled for the first time in its history, and has begun an ambitious new phase of construction of much-needed facilities. He has strengthened the university's relationship with the city of Chicago and engaged in an effort to bring greater national and international visibility to UIC. With a background in chemical engineering, Chancellor Emeritus holds degrees from the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Michel Emeritus.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Illinois at Chicago Spring Commencement ceremonies. For those of you visiting us today, I know that this ceremony can be intimidating. We wear these black robes. We appear to be very serious in our posture. You don't know exactly what to expect, something between a church and a court of law, the way that we are dressed, and you are quiet and reserved. Let me assure you that this is a celebration. Actually, we do it in a weird way. In academia, we do a lot of things to confuse you. So don't worry about being reserved this afternoon. This is your opportunity to show to our graduates how proud you are of them. It's your opportunity to clap, shout, scream, make a lot of noise as you demonstrate your intense emotions. And this is okay to do it even in a medical school. But in order to be impactful, you have to be organized. So, our graduates want you to do this, and they deserve to feel this building shaking as I say, congratulations, class of 2018. This is pretty good. We are improving, but we have a lot of way to go, and we have some time this afternoon. Families, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, friends, neighbors, whoever you are that you are here today, friends of our graduates, thank you. Thank you for raising your voices. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for everything you have done to support our students. Graduates, this is your opportunity to show your family and your friends how you feel about them, so join me by thanking them right now. And I also want to thank your professors, your mentors, your advisors, the people who are sitting behind me, and the people who are sitting behind you, the staff members of UIC as well, the ones who helped you climb over mountains of papers and walk across long valleys of lectures, exams, and clinics when you couldn't even see the other side, and sometimes actually this was by design. A big thank you to them as well. Let's thank the faculty and the staff of the University of Illinois at Chicago. And please make sure before you leave today to congratulate and thank at the same time the person next to you. Because we all know that you reached this day together. Your classmates, your lab mates, your clinical partners, your study groups, all the other students who helped you by working with you, keeping each other awake before exams and sometimes during lectures, and keeping our coffee shops in business. You're all here today. You made it together. Well done. I was in this same building over a month ago, welcoming over 3,000 prospective freshmen and family members as part of the undergraduate class of 2022. And as I was trying to recruit them, I promised them that if they join us at UIC, we will educate them to be excellent citizens and prepare them to be top-notch professionals. I have no concerns about the second one. You will be top professionals in your field. You have been part of one of the best medical schools in the country, and they have prepared you for your profession. You know how to analyze, evaluate, and use information. You know how to work in teams, including interprofessional teams, sometimes participating, sometimes leading the team. You know that diverse perspectives always lead to better solutions, and you know that you have no choice but to continue to learn throughout your careers. I'm also confident that we have prepared you to be excellent citizens. And we do this because we have a strong self-interest. After all, democracies are only as good as their citizens are. This university and its faculty have shown you by example what community engagement means and how you can be an active participant, improving the lives of others around you, both in your professional and personal lives. We have offered you in practice, every day, a global perspective. Just look around you today, in this building, and you will see people from all over the world. I even expect that you will find somebody with a funny Greek accent like me. We have taught you how to be inclusive and to respect others. And we have taught you not to be afraid of other cultures and not to be stuck on labels. We have shown you, especially in the health sciences in this institution, how to be compassionate and help those who have fallen in hard times and need your support. And finally, you cannot have lasting success, either professionally or personally, without a strong ethical foundation. The majority of you are about to take the oath of Hippocrates in a few minutes through our professional ethics training, but also through our code of conduct. We have reinforced the importance of core ethical principles to you. Locally engaged, globally aware, inclusive and compassionate, building on a foundation of core ethical principles. I'm also confident we have given you what you need to be excellent citizens, and we need you to be excellent citizens. You're ready. You're ready to face the changes and the challenges of this century. You are ready to be at the forefront and to define the future of medicine. You are ready to rally behind important causes and make your voices heard. You are ready to tear down walls and build bridges. After all, this is the legacy and the tradition of UIC and its medical school. Congratulations, class of 2018, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Chancellor Emeritus. I'm now pleased to present the Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs, Dr. Robert Bearish, to deliver his welcome. Dr. Bearish oversees the University of Illinois Hospital and Health Sciences System, known as UI Health, which provides comprehensive care, education, and research for the people of Illinois and beyond. Prior to Dr. Bearish's arrival in 2015, he served as Chancellor of the LSU Health Sciences System at Shreveport since 2009, where he provided leadership for the schools of medicine, allied health, and graduate programs, a major academic medical center, and 2 affiliated hospitals. Prior to this, Dr. Bearish spent 24 years at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. He served as Chief of Emergency Medicine from 1985 to 1996 and built a nationally recognized program there. He was named Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs in 1998 and Vice Dean for Clinical Affairs at Maryland in 2005. A former Lieutenant Colonel and Flight Surgeon in the Maryland Air National Guard, Dr. Bearish was among a select group invited to become a NASA astronaut candidate in the early 1990s. He completed an internal medicine residency at New York's St. Vincent Hospital and Medical Center in 1983 and an emergency medicine residency at Georgetown University in 1985. He is a member of Alpha Omega Alpha Medical Honor Society, a fellow of the American College of Emergency Physicians, and of the American Academy of Emergency Medicine. Please join me in welcoming the Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs, Dr. Robert Bearish.
So thank you, Dr. Curry, and to the graduates. 39 years ago, I was in your situation when I graduated from medical school, and how time flies. And then to the parents, I was honored to have my middle daughter graduate from medical school at Louisiana State University last year. So I know how you feel and how proud you are. So welcome to the graduates, families of graduates, friends, and to distinguished faculty and staff of the College of Medicine. This obviously is an important day for our graduates and for all of us who are here to celebrate their accomplishments. Now, graduates, keeping with the theme of precision medicine, I will speak for 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So, again, congratulations. You will all soon be adding another chapter to the history and legacy of distinguished graduates of the College of Medicine here at UIC. So enjoy today and remember to thank those who helped you along the way, even those who could not be here today. Keep in touch with one another and with the University of Illinois at Chicago. Now, a little bit of history. Some of you know that the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society was started here on our Chicago campus, as it was formerly known at that time as the College of Physicians and Surgeons in 1902. William Webster Root and several other like-minded medical students started the Honor Society to elevate the quality of physicians being educated at that time. After only 10 years, there were 17 chapters of the society across the United States, and it soon became a mark of prestige to have an AOA chapter at one's medical school. Today, there are 132 chapters across the United States. Whether or not you are a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, I think all of our graduates can relate to the compassion of its motto, which I think also reflects the ethos of all of our medicine graduates. That is, worthy to serve the suffering. So I have every confidence that each of you will be guided by the principles of compassion, service, and excellence, as every one of you are truly worthy to serve the suffering. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bearish. I'm now pleased to present the Executive Dean of the College of Medicine, Dr. Charles Ray, to deliver his comments. Charles Ray, MD, PhD, MS, is a professor of radiology and has been serving as the college's interim dean since the summer of 2017. An accomplished clinician and researcher with more than 18 years of administrative experience, Dean Ray is a pioneer in translational research, focusing on oncologic interventions in pain management, and is a national leader in the radiology community. For the past 12 years, Dean Ray has served on the Executive Council for the Society of Interventional Radiology and was the Society's president in 2016-17. His impressive record of scholarship includes the authorship of 13 books and monographs, 29 book chapters, and over 100 articles in peer-reviewed journals. Dr. Ray, please join us at the podium.
Thanks, Ray, and thank you to Chancellor Emeritus and Vice Chancellor Bearish for your kind remarks to our graduating students. It is an honor to have each of you to celebrate the wonderful occasion with our College of Medicine community. I would like to begin my remarks again by congratulating the class of medicine, class of 2018. You can do better than we did before. Yeah, that was all right. For the graduates, today marks the beginning of your careers as proud alumni of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, again, one of the premier medical schools in the nation. This is a special day and a proud achievement. Soon, you'll begin your careers as physicians or biomedical scientists. Your careers will take you into challenging residencies or demanding postgraduate programs. I'm confident that the foundation of science, medicine, and service to the community that you have received at this college has prepared you for your continued future achievements. I know that each of you has worked diligently to reach this day, and you should take great satisfaction in your accomplishments. As your careers advance, you'll continue to contribute to the body of scientific knowledge, promoting our tradition of lifetime learning, which continues to be the cornerstone of the educational mission of our college. Not only will you excel in your chosen field of specialization, but you will also assume leadership positions and take great pleasure in mastering new skills, applying novel ideas, and solving complex clinical and research problems. For those of you who are graduating with an advanced degree in the biomedical sciences, you will understand that being part of the scientific community and its dedication to discovery and innovation will lead to a lifetime of learning and a very long and rich career. For those of you who are graduating with a degree in medicine, you'll discover that becoming a physician means committing a lifetime of service and dedication to your profession, initially in your residency and eventually in your fellowship and practice. I was honored to share in the joy of the recent Match Day celebration, and it was a joy, where many of you realized the dream of matching to prestigious institutions all across the country, as well as here in Chicago. Today is the culmination of years of tests, long hours of studying, and countless sleepless nights. This was all made possible by many in the audience: parents, spouses, relatives, friends, and mentors. On behalf of all the graduates, one more time, accept our sincerest appreciation. To the 2018 graduating class, I conclude by saying, you represent the finest in the college's mission to enhance the health of those in your care. It's my sincere hope that you will forever apply what you've experienced as students at the College of Medicine: passion in your pursuits, compassion for and dedicated service to your patients, and excellence in every aspect of your lives. Once again, congratulations. We're going to change gears for a second, and at this time I'd like to honor the recipient of the Dean's Award for Excellence in Healthcare Leadership. This year's recipient is Dr. Sarah Rush, Regional Dean of the Peoria campus. Dr. Rush has served with distinction as the Regional Dean of the Peoria campus for more than 10 years. The longest session of all 4 regional deans, she brings in institutional memory to the college leadership that is vital and unparalleled. Her thoughtful pursuit of fairness and equality has significantly advanced the nature that the University of Illinois College of Medicine is indeed one college, 4 campuses. Dean Rush. Next, we would like to honor the recipients of the Dean's Award for Service. This year's recipients are Dr. Balur Prabhakar and Dr. Raymond Curry. The Dean's Distinguished Service Award is presented to individuals who, through selfless efforts, are instrumental in advocating the tripartite missions of education, research, and patient care. Dr. Prabhakar has served the college in many roles, including as head of the Department of Microradiology. Sorry, Prab, that would be me, yeah. Head of the Department of Microbiology, and currently as Associate Dean for Technological Innovation and Training. Professor Prabhakar has been instrumental in advancing both the global outreach of the college, as well as the development of public-private alliances, both considered vital initiatives within the college and greater university. Dr. Prabhakar, please come to center stage. Dr. Raymond Curry, since assuming the role of Senior Associate Dean for Education in 2015, has overseen the complete overhaul of the medical school curriculum. The new curriculum ties together all 3 active medical college campuses while retaining the individual characteristics of each regional campus that make the College of Medicine truly one of a kind. Dean Curry also took the lead in preparing the college for a recent Liaison Committee on Medical Education, Self-Study, and Accreditation survey visit. Dr. Curry, please come to center stage. So it turns out nobody came here today to listen to me babble, but I have one more recognition. I would like now to turn our attention to recognize an individual who really needs no introduction, but we'll get one anyway. That's former Executive Dean of the College of Medicine, Dimitri Azar. Since 2013, Dean Azar's guidance led the College of Medicine towards significant advances, particularly in the areas of active, learner-centered education, clinically relevant translational research based on innovative fundamental discoveries, and high-quality, value-based patient care. Dean Azar's visionary leadership across a multi-campus institution created an atmosphere that encouraged excellence, promoted community engagement, and stimulated innovation. Dean Azar has worked tirelessly to promote the values of excellence, community engagement, and innovation across a very complex institution, and we are deeply appreciative of his dedication to the university and its constituents. I now ask Chancellor Emeritus and Vice Chancellor Bearish to come forward and join me to present Dr. Azar with a recognition of his outstanding service as Executive Dean to the College of Medicine. And Dimitri, thank you for your leadership, pursuit of achievement, and passionate commitment to our students.
Sorry, we skipped a few pages. I'm going to go off script for just a minute and make best use of the advantage I have over the others who were just honored with faculty awards, which is to say that I have control of the podium, at least until someone jumps up and removes me, so I can say a few words of thanks. I just want everybody to know, to realize that the 2 endeavors that Dean Ray just mentioned here did involve and continue to involve many, many others, both in collaborative leadership roles and in doing the heavy lifting day after day. And I would find it a little embarrassing to accept recognition without finding a way to also acknowledge all those others. Would everybody among the faculty, staff, and students, which by the way includes several in the graduating class, who graciously devoted time to these efforts, despite the fact that they won't see the downstream benefits, would everyone who's played a role in the curriculum transformation efforts or the accreditation self-study on committees, on focus groups, as course developers, meetings with the accreditation survey team, and so forth, please stand and be recognized. Okay, see what I mean? And there are many others in the audience that aren't in the audience today that were involved. I'm reminded of the great New York Yankees manager Casey Stengel, perhaps second only to Yogi Berra in his ability to make pithy little comments that become more meaningful the more you think about them. Stengel had just been named Manager of the Year following one of his all too many Yankees World Series wins. And when a reporter congratulated him and asked him for comment, he just said, "Well, you know, I couldn't have done it without the players." And on another occasion, he is recorded as saying that, quote, "Managing is getting paid for home runs somebody else hits." So on behalf of the college, thank you. Medicine and medical education are, in fact, a team sport. So to present the 2018 College of Medicine Faculty Awards, I now ask Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs, Dr. William Walden, to come forward to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Curry. Our next award presentation is the Distinguished Faculty and the Faculty of the Year Awards. But before making the presentations, I ask that the past recipients of the Distinguished Faculty Award and the Faculty of the Year Award who are in the audience to please stand and be recognized. I would now like to invite Dr. Patricia Fenn to come forward to the center stage. So it gives me great pleasure to present this year's College of Medicine Distinguished Faculty Award to Dr. Patricia Fenn, Professor and Head of the Department of Medicine. Dr. Fenn was selected for this honor by her peers in recognition of her broad range of accomplishments, particularly in relation to her national and international visibility as an expert pulmonary scientist and strong record of extramural funding. In addition to her heavy and impactful administrative role as head of the largest department in the college, Dr. Fenn has remained a master scientist and has had significant impact on her discipline, both through her scholarship and her championing of health equity and social justice. Dean Ray, please come forward to the center stage to present Dr. Fenn with the 2018 Distinguished Faculty Award on behalf of the College of Medicine. Congratulations. I would now like to invite Dr. Luan Fenn to come forward to center stage. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's College of Medicine Faculty of the Year Award to Dr. Fenn, who is the University of Illinois Center on Depression and Resilience Endowed Professor, Director of the Mood and Anxiety Disorders Research Program, and Associate Head for Clinical and Translational Research in the Department of Psychiatry. Dr. Fenn was selected for this honor by his peers in recognition of his national and international reputation in the area of mood anxiety and anxiety disorder, his robust multidisciplinary research program in affective cognitive neuroscience, his dedication to the training of junior clinician scientists, and his leadership roles in clinical and translational research. Dean Ray, please come forward to the center stage to present Dr. Fenn with the 2018 award for Faculty of the Year on behalf of the College of Medicine. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Walden, and congratulations once again to Drs. Fenn and Fenn. Now I would like to ask Senior Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Kathleen Kashima, to come forward to recognize the class of 2018 Golden Apple recipients and to present the William J. Grove Outstanding Student Award.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Curry. Before presenting our highest student award, the class of 2018, and I would like to recognize the College of Medicine Golden Apple Award recipients in Chicago. They were selected each year by the class of 2018. Recipients, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Please hold the applause until the faculty names have been read. M1 recipient, Dr. Maurice Pescacelli, Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology. M2 recipient, Dr. John Groth, Department of Pathology. M3 and M4 recipient, Dr. Fred Czar, Department of Medicine. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2018 Golden Apple recipients. Thank you. Now, I am very pleased to present the William J. Grove Outstanding Student Award for 2018. The recipient for the award is selected by a committee of faculty based on the qualities exemplified by Dr. Grove. A combination of intelligence and skills with excellence in academic achievement, a high level of involvement in medical school, a commitment to the medical community, altruistic pursuits, and leadership qualities. I now invite Mr. Joshua Muniz to please come forward to center stage as this year's Grove recipient. As you can see, Joshua distinguishes himself in lots of different ways. He's an outstanding student inside and outside of the classroom. Joshua achieved 2 of our highest academic honors, Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, in his junior year, having placed in the top 4% of the entire graduating class of 2018. And graduation with honors. Joshua was hired, no surprise, by the college to provide academic support to medical students as a peer educator based on his academic performance and teaching ability. In addition to academic excellence, Joshua participated in the Patient-Centered Medicine Scholars Program, which fosters the development of critically reflective future physician leaders to ensure health equity and address health disparities. Please join me in congratulating Joshua Muniz. Dean Ray, please come forward to present Mr. Muniz with the Grove Award.
Thank you, Dean Kashima. I would now like to ask the Dean of the College of Medicine, Dr. Charles Ray, to return to the podium to introduce today's commencement speaker.
So it is my pleasure to introduce the 17th Surgeon General of the United States from 2002 to 2006, Chief of Health Innovations at Canyon Ranch, and Distinguished Professor at the University of Arizona, Dr. Richard H. Carmona. Born to a poor Hispanic family in New York City, Dr. Carmona experienced homelessness, hunger, and health disparities during his youth. These experiences greatly sensitized him to the relationships among culture, health, education, and economic status, and shaped his future. After dropping out of high school, Dr. Carmona enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1967. While serving, he earned his general equivalency diploma and went on to become a combat-decorated U.S. Army Special Forces Vietnam veteran. After leaving active duty, he attended Bronx Community College of the City University of New York through an open enrollment program for veterans and received an Associate of Arts degree. He then earned Bachelor of Science and Medical degrees at the University of California, San Francisco, and was awarded the prestigious Gold-Headed Cane as the top medical school graduate. Trained in general and vascular surgery, Dr. Carmona also completed a National Institutes of Health sponsored fellowship in trauma, burns, and critical care. Dr. Carmona was then recruited jointly by the Tucson Medical Center and the University of Arizona to start and direct Arizona's first regional trauma care system. He went on to become the chairman of the State of Arizona Southern Regional Emergency Medical System, a professor of surgery, public health, and family and community medicine at the University of Arizona, and the Pima County Sheriff's Departmental Surgeon and Deputy Sheriff. Dr. Carmona is one of the most highly decorated police officers in Arizona and a nationally recognized SWAT expert. He is also a fellow of the American College of Surgeons. Public health came as a second career after Dr. Carmona went back to graduate school at night while working in order to complete a master's degree in public health at the University of Arizona. His interest in public health stemmed from the realization that most of his patients' illnesses and injuries were completely preventable. Also during this time, at the request of county and state leadership, Dr. Carmona became CEO of the failing county hospital and healthcare system, which under his leadership became competitive and eventually combined with the University of Arizona. In 2002, Dr. Carmona was nominated by the President and unanimously confirmed by the United States Senate to become the 17th Surgeon General of the United States. As Surgeon General, Dr. Carmona focused on prevention, preparedness, health disparities, health literacy, and global health to include health diplomacy. He also issued many landmark surgeon communications, including the definitive Surgeon General's report about the dangers of secondhand smoke. In 2006, Vice Admiral Carmona successfully completed the statutory 4-year term of the U.S. Surgeon General and was named to the position of Vice Chairman for Canyon Ranch. He also served as CEO of the company's health division and President of the Canyon Ranch Institute. Dr. Carmona continues his Canyon Ranch leadership role as the Chief of Health Innovations. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Richard H. Carmona.
Thanks for the introduction. I don't think I have any time left. Dean Ray, I appreciate the introduction. Those type of introductions are complicated for me because I often feel like Ricky used to say to Lucy, you got a lot of splaining to do. Because it doesn't engender a lot of credibility in the eyes of your peers when they find out their Surgeon General is a high school dropout. However, there's recovery from all of those things as well. So Dean Ray, Dean Curry, academic leaders, and faculty, thank you for the invitation to be with you and participate in this joyous occasion celebrating your 136th commencement. To the students, I am extremely grateful for the privilege and opportunity to provide your remarks that I hope will give you reason to pause, as well as inspire you to rise to our global challenges and provide insightful, innovative, entrepreneurial solutions to a wide array of national and global needs that continue to elude our past and present national leadership. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not thank and congratulate all the moms, dads, and significant others who have made this day possible for our students. I am thrilled to speak to you today about a Surgeon General's perspective of global threats and exceptional opportunities and what that means to each and every one of you. As Surgeon General, you have a unique vantage point, a seat at the table as history is being made, for better or worse, a seat that only 16 United States Surgeon Generals occupied before me in the entire history of our United States. The statutory job description of the Surgeon General is to protect, promote, and advance the health, safety, and security of the United States. On paper, a very simple, straightforward description. In reality, a perpetually embattled position in an increasingly partisan battlefield. For the Surgeon General is not the Surgeon General of the Democratic or Republican parties. The Surgeon General is the doctor of the people of our great nation, whose words and advice are guided by the best science available and not partisan rhetoric. Think about the partisan battles around stem cells, abortion, Plan B, terrorism, weapons of mass destruction, and national and global preparedness, and of course now, fake news and alternate facts. These are scientific and not political issues to a Surgeon General. Due to the aforementioned and so much more, Surgeons General are known to age in dog years while in office. There is no formal or special preparation available to ascend to the position of Surgeon General. However, the greatest asset that I had was probably being very naive and believing I could change the world and stamp out disease, famine, pestilence, social injustice, and so much more. In fact, in one of my very early mentorship meetings with my predecessor Surgeons General, I had been reviewing national statistics of disease and economic burden. I expressed my concern to them about the troubling and increasingly poor U.S. health metrics and the cost of care. I jokingly said to all those Surgeon Generals present, "What did you guys do during your tenure? Why did you leave it all for me?" Surgeon General Koop piped up as he laughed and said, "Son, you'll understand soon." And he was correct, because up to that point, the intricacies of the juxtaposition of global and national health issues and politics had eluded me. But now, as a battle-scarred Surgeon General, I am here to tell you that as you graduate, you are now born into the real tumultuous world of this new millennium. You also enter a world that anxiously awaits you. Our nation desperately needs and is in search of new humanics-powered leadership with world knowledge, global commitment, and a willingness to challenge the norm, the politically correct, the status quo, to break our political gridlock, to serve the people and not a party, to rise above the political fray, and as Spike Lee once said, just do the right thing. Will you be that agent of change? I believe each and every one of you can, because I know one person can make a difference. The threats and challenges before us as a nation do not respect our geopolitical borders. Global warming, emerging infections, famine, food insecurity, social injustice, wars, terrorism, and more illustrate this. As with global health, terrorism also has inextricable links to the social determinants of health, and therefore there is opportunity for us to be involved in mitigating or preventing terrorism. The genesis of terrorism begins with asymmetries of health, wealth, ideology, theology, and poor governance. So how do we leverage health? Not only as a tool to improve health globally, but also to engender economic development, peace, and prosperity, which are all vaccines against terrorism and civil disruption. While on active duty, most of my fellow admirals and generals agreed that we need a strong military, but it needs to be used judiciously. For we know that we can't impose democracy or win hearts and minds by shock and awe. We should realize that our nation prospers and does best when it inspires and not when it attempts to intimidate. Health diplomacy is a tool that, when used prospectively, has the ability to eradicate the asymmetries of health, wealth, ideology, and theology, and in doing so, potentially prevent civil unrest and war. Our U.S. foreign policy needs to continue to evolve the concept of health diplomacy, or what is referred to as soft power. Paradoxically, I believe that our nation's best foreign policy export in history is not any government program, but rather actually Sesame Street. For nearly half a century, they have continually and sustainably exported unbiased, nonpartisan messages of health, peace, tolerance, and prosperity globally in hundreds of languages and dialects around the world. The Muppets are indeed our best ambassadors. Our nation must continue to strive to lead multilaterally, partnering with our allies and adversaries, for the stakes are far greater than the U.S. interest. The preservation and prosperity of civil society and the globe is our mandate. You have the privilege to live in a democracy. Although imperfect and frustrating at times, it represents the best the world has to offer, for opportunity abounds here. I know firsthand, as the oldest son of poor immigrant parents who dropped out of high school, experienced hunger and homelessness, as did my brothers and sister. My mom's main goal, which she often expressed in Spanglish, was to live long enough to see one of her kids graduate. And she only meant high school because nobody had graduated from high school in the family. Since no one had made it that far, this was a huge aspiration. But because of second chances in a land of opportunity, I eventually succeeded after many failures. The military, an Army high school GED, U.S. Army Special Forces combat veteran, college, medical school, grad school, professorships, and ultimately Surgeon General of the United States. Ain't it a great country? Eventually, I did exceed my mom's expectations. As a matter of fact, while Surgeon General, I often did several university college commencements annually. One year, I was in my office at the Office of the Surgeon General with my staff planning for my speeches for the coming year and the commencement addresses, and the staff was laughing. And I said, "What's up?" Well, they said, "You got this invitation to DeWitt Clinton High School in New York City to deliver the commencement, but we're going to reject it because you're too busy and you're doing all these universities and have more important stuff to do." And I said, "No, I think I should go." And they were arguing with me that I shouldn't go. And my aide, a commander, said, "The boss said he's going, make it happen." So something told me to go, since it was kind of my alma mater, since that's where I dropped out of. Fortunately, I did go. And after my commencement address, they gave me my high school diploma 37 years late, so now I am a high school dropout. I'm not a high school dropout. I'm a high school graduate. And certainly it demonstrates you don't have to be the smartest person, but you need to be persistent when you want to succeed. We used to say in Special Forces, the only easy day was yesterday. Our nation has been at war for over a decade and a half in two major theaters globally, all within a world of shifting alliances driven by ideological, theological, or economic motivations. Look out at the world today, not just your community or our country, for your neighborhood is now the world. A world where the definition of superpower has been rewritten, where social media has been recently shown to possibly be the ultimate weapon for disenfranchised populations. A world where we see ourselves as good, caring, compassionate, honest, and concerned citizens, but a world that sometimes sees us as isolationists, practicing colonialism under the guise of democracy, and even occasionally heavy-handed and unilateral in some of our actions. I would submit to you that for the privilege of the education you have received, for the gift of citizenship you have, you also now have the social, moral, and ethical responsibility to go forth and from your unique vantage points to make the world a healthier, safer, cleaner, and more secure place. Work to eradicate social injustice globally, help extinguish health disparities, create dialogue, preach tolerance and mutual respect to begin to remove the asymmetries that lead to disenfranchised populations using terrorism as a tool to achieve equality. Work to enhance our nation's global image so that we continue to inspire, welcome, and embrace diversity. For paradoxically, although diversity sometimes divides us, make no mistake, it is our nation's greatest strength, diversity. And last but not least, on an individual level, never forget as health professionals, it is we and we alone who have the privilege and obligation to probe the hearts, minds, and souls of our fellow citizens we sometimes call patients. Each encounter should be done with the utmost dignity and respect, not only for its therapeutic value, but for its humanic benefit. And let's not forget, keep your dreams just beyond your reach and your integrity above reproach. For your nation and the world are hungry for informed, honest, passionate, innovative, inspirational, nonpartisan, humanics-focused, rational leadership. As Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And to paraphrase Winston Churchill, who said, I love Americans. They always do the right thing, eventually. Eventually's here, and you are our future. Thanks very much for the privilege of being with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Carmona, for those very inspiring thoughts. We're so honored to have you here today as our commencement speaker. And I should also mention for this audience, the college's honor, along with those in the graduating class who are members of the armed forces, to have Admiral Carmona here to commission them as officers in the Army and Navy as they are entitled to as they graduate with their degrees. That was truly a remarkable event as well. Now we enter into the part of the ceremony where we confer the Master and Doctor of Philosophy degrees and bestow upon these graduates a hood that symbolizes that degree. I now invite the Dean of the Graduate College, Dr. Karen Colley, and Chancellor Emeritus to come to the podium for the conferral of these degrees.
I would like to invite the candidates for the master's degrees, including Master of Science in Patient Safety Leadership, Master of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Genetics, in Physiology and Biophysics, and in Medical Physiology to please stand. Now I would like to invite the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy degree in the departments of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Biochemistry and Molecular Genetics, Cellular and Molecular Pharmacology, Microbiology and Immunology, Neuroscience, and Physiology and Biophysics to please stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy degrees.
Upon the recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Master or Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations to all of you.
Will the new master's degree and Doctor of Philosophy degree graduates please come forward to receive your hoods? I now ask Dr. Nancy Freitag to please come to the podium to read their names.
Dr. Suhar Aladam, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Dr. Manuel Alvarez, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Melissa Dominguez, hooded by Dr. Mark Brody. Kasia Fuller-Brown, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Meredith Kushner, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Talia Needham, hooded by Dr. Henar Quiver Grahal. Jin Shung, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Angelica Alonso, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Tiffany Jones, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Shikhar Shah, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Dr. Juga Jyoti Baruha, hooded by Dr. Kishore Wary. Dr. Joshua Bernstein, hooded by Dr. Shojin Shikano. Dr. Gurang Bide, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Dr. Haley Coughing, hooded by Dr. Pradeep Dudeja. Dr. David Ebenezer, hooded by Dr. Vishwanathan Natarajan. Dr. Stephanie Call, hooded by Dr. Karen Colley. Dr. Minsu Kang, hooded by Dr. Simon Alford. Dr. Zachary Richards, hooded by Dr. Larissa Nunn. Dr. David Ryba, hooded by Dr. John Solaro and Dr. Beta Wolska. Dr. Nathan Ray, hooded by Dr. Mark Rasnick. Dr. Joseph Goldenberg, hooded by Dr. Douglas Lewandowski. Dr. Justin Sissel, hooded by Dr. Roberto Machado.
Who's presenting the candidates?
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready. 3 doctorates and 2 masters between us, and we can't figure this out. All right, so this is really one of my favorite activities as Dean of the College of Medicine. Now, will the candidates for Doctor of Medicine please rise? Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Medicine.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Medicine for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations. Now I invite the first row of new physicians to please come forward to receive your hoods. The remaining new physicians, please remain seated. Dean Kathleen Kashima and Dr. Czar, please come forward for the hooding. Dr. Czar was chosen for this honor by the vote of the students. Today we will have Dean Hadiri, Dean Urosov, and Dean Thompson read the names of our students. Associate Dean Abbas Hadiri, please come for the podium to read the names of the graduates.
Heather Abels. Oladapo Adeniran. Takunba Adeniyi. Tell me when to go. Dario Aguilar. Usma Ahmad. Tavor Alali. Michel Allison. Angelica Alonso. Marie Maloney Altenberg. Solomon Shemelis Amare. Christopher Aranda. Darlene Ariel. Dr. Carlos Arieta. Dr. Rachel Asher. Ama Bafo Bani. Aylin Beck. Cynthia Beltran. Isha Bala. Karishma Bhatt. Jonathan Butts. Tara Bilsma. Alondra Cardenas Gonzalez. Chelsea Carlton. Kevin Chang. Dr. Fidel Chavez. Dr. Renee Cheng. Dr. Paul Choi. Dr. Marco Colomonici. Dr. Aaron Cole. Brandon Scott Colafello. Dr. Molly Conroy. Richard Danilkovich. Marika Gavin. Kunal Desai. Michael Dienstbach. Dr. Jillian Duffy. You earned it. Dr. Teresa Dunham. Dr. Kexon Angela Fang. Dr. Marissa Simone Gant. Dr. George Giannakakos. Dr. Theodore Gilbert. Dr. Samantha Glass. Dr. Andrew Go. Dr. Joseph Goldenberg. Joseph was also awarded the Michael and Kate Barani Research Award. Dr. Paul Cameron Gossett. Dr. Vidya Govind. Dr. Melissa Michelle Gross. Dr. Blanca Gutierrez.
Dr. Caitlin Hack. Dr. Miena Hall. Dr. Amelia Hatcher. Dr. Kieran Holzhauer. Dr. Ashley Houle. Dr. Leon Su. Dr. Michel Huang. Dr. Omar Jamil. Dr. Nathan Jetter. Dr. Michael Johnson. Dr. Tiffany Jones. Dr. Besma Khalil. Dr. Gregory Klazura. Dr. Lauren Kanazi. Dr. Kenji Kobayashi. Dr. Eugene Lee. Dr. Ji-Shung Lee. Dr. Kevin Lee. Dr. Ryan Lee. Dr. Jingpin Lee. Dr. Lukman Lin. Dr. Nathan Lin. Dr. Eden Liu. Dr. Gabriela Lobato. Dr. Mark Lumen. Dr. Jonathan Mannheim. Dr. Charles Marcus. Dr. Mason Marcus. Dr. Lydiaster Martinez. Dr. Mario Martinez. Dr. Vanessa Martinez. Dr. Jay Meisner. Dr. Adrian Mejia. Dr. Ariana Melendez. Dr. Joshua Peter Muniz. Dr. Elizabeth Nagel. Dr. Patrick Narikis. Dr. Ashwin Nayak. Dr. Christopher Nima. Dr. Palida Noor. Dr. Chianyam Weke. Dr. Ngazi Okanu. Dr. Connor Mansfield Olson. Dr. Oyatewa Oyarende. Dr. Michael Osga. Dr. Andrew G. Pachon. Dr. Yogya Pandey. Dr. Ashley Patel. Dr. Bhavik Prakesh Patel. Dr. Devin Patel.
Dr. Neil Dilip Patel. Dr. Rachel M. Payne. Dr. Catherine Pettis. Dr. Alexandra Petrakis. Dr. Kevin Michael Prescott. Dr. Caitlin Radness. Dr. Catherine Reifler. Dr. Daniel F. Rivera. Dr. Heriberto Rodriguez. Dr. Nancy Rodriguez McGinley. Dr. Raymond Anthony Rojas. Dr. Katarzyna Royek. Dr. Alicia Roston. Dr. Andrew Russell.
Dr. Douglas William Rybar. Dr. Amy Shad. Dr. Gregory Schmidt. Dr. Stephen Schwartz. Dr. Matthew Seraphin. Dr. Christina Alexandria Surratt. Dr. Neil Shah. Dr. Shikar Shah. Dr. Margaret Shang. Dr. Christiana Shustari. Dr. Gordon Skio. Dr. Tosha Songalo. Dr. Philip Spiegel. Dr. Tukwila Stanseal. Dr. Ali Sayed. Dr. Justin Seisel. Justin was also awarded the Dr. Irvin G. Erdos and Sarah F. Rabito Erdos Prize for Excellence in Basic Sciences. Dr. Ruth Domezet Tonganun. Dr. Rachel Tatz. Dr. Trevor Thompson. Dr. Parmeed Vakel. Dr. Catherine Venegas Gaffney. Dr. Divya Verma. Dr. Michael Wiedoff. Dr. Keith Whitlock. Dr. Avery Wilson. Dr. Jacob Wilson. Dr. Ian Winter. Dr. Timothy Wu. Dr. Lukwei Shao. Dr. Takahiro Yamaguchi. Dr. Michel J. Yu. Dr. Frank Zadrovich. Dr. Elizabeth Savala. Dr. Yuri Cermeño. Dr. Yuli Zhu. Dr. Eric Zhuang. Dr. Alexandra Zubenko. Dr. Kristen Zwicky.
We can't do this too many times. Would everyone please rise and congratulate the class of 2018, University of Illinois College of Medicine. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing Eddie Beck, who is president of the class of 2018. In fact, has been class president for each of the past 4 years, to provide remarks on behalf of the class. Please join us on the podium.
Try to keep you guys only here for another 2 hours. Dean Ray, Dean Kashma, Dean Yurosef, I would like to thank you all for allowing me to speak today. To one of the most inspiring individuals I've ever met and had the opportunity to be mentored by, Dr. Carmona, I would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be our distinguished speaker. To the admissions committee that overlooked my subpar grades, I apologize that I single-handedly brought your GPA down in 2013. To the class of 2018, I'm truly humbled that I was able to share this wonderful journey with you. While we gather here today to celebrate the culmination of endless hours of being a hermit, attempting to retain as much medical information as possible just to lose it the minute you walk into our first patient room as a doctor, I would be amiss to not give special recognition to a few of individuals who worked behind the curtain, who went above and beyond to make sure that our most stressful days were a little more bearable. I'd like to thank Mary Cronin in the Office of Curricular Affairs. Mary made sure that students always had a quiet place to study. I would like to thank Brian Strong, who often came in on the weekends to make sure that our learning space was presentable and well-stocked. I would like to thank Dr. Jerry Fox, who has been a significant advocate for student wellness and made a substantial impact on improving it. And I would like to thank Dean Hyderi, Dean Curry, and Max Anderson, who spent countless hours listening to student feedback and were pivotal in changing the age curriculum. And last but not least, I would like to thank the Hispanic Center of Excellence, as well as the Urban Health Program, who gave minority students such as myself the opportunity to demonstrate our potential as future physicians. Some tonic for the nerves. It's hard to believe that 4 years have passed. A significant number of critical events have occurred in each one of our lives during our stint in medical school that will forever shape our careers. We were all humbled by the presence of tears and pain when interacting with patients. And when it was over, a number of times the patient stood up, gave us a warm hug and a box of Kleenex and said, "Please stop crying. I'm sure you'll make a great doctor someday." Many of us in the class of 2018 were involved in the creation of a brand new curriculum, replacing the old one that had not been changed since the last time the Cubs won the World Series prior to 2016. While the transition has been very trying, met with some frustration and bumps along the way, I'm happy to report that the new curriculum is about to finish its first year from being rolled out. In addition, I am thrilled to share with all of you that there is a new grading system at our distinguished institution. Yes, the highest grade that a medical student can now get is a smiley face sticker, which represents pass with honors, but still stay away from the patient. The other is a frowny sticker, which means the doctor does not do well with patient interactions. Consider a career in medical examiner. The greatest change, of course, is what you see here. And no, I'm not speaking about the receding hairlines, increased number of gray hairs, or permanent wrinkles. I speak of the fine ladies and gentlemen here before me that combined will treat hundreds of thousands of ailments, find cures to uncurable diseases, and make a lifelong impact in every patient they encounter. To my fellow classmates at UIC, while UIC has often put the fun dysfunctional, this has forced us to think outside the box and become harder working than our fellow colleagues to the north and southeast. You know who I'm talking about. While many of our co-interns from institutions that have spoon-fed them will be complaining about not knowing how to find a simple form or how to order a test for one patient, all of us in this room will be hard at work managing our 5th or 6th patients by then. Oops. To all the family and friends gathered here today, we're gathered here not to celebrate our arbitrary talents or accomplishments. Rather, we're here to celebrate being blessed with having you in our lives. Each and every individual graduating in this room has been able to do so because we were blessed and lucky enough to have your support. Some of us had parents that worked 2 or 3 blue-collar jobs so that we could go to college and focus all of our time. So we could focus all of our time being competitive applicants. Some of us had significant others, wives or husbands, that sacrificed what little free time they had to watch the kids or meal prep just so we could study on, days on end on the MCAT and later on our boards. On behalf of my class, I can't thank you for all you've done to ensure our success. And I apologize for informing you that you'll have to wait another 3 to 5 years to reap the benefits from our long-term financial investment. To my second family of the class of 2018, I'd like to personally congratulate all of my fellow Latinas and Latinos, my Black brothers and sisters, my fellow first-generation Americans and immigrants to this country, all my fellow older, AKA geriatric medical students, all my underdog and Cinderella stories, for all of you overcame roadblocks placed by our society that often prevent individuals such as ourselves from becoming physicians. I unequivocally thank you for demonstrating to minority students and future generations that, as my forever president Barack Obama would say, yes, we can. Now, as we embark on the next chapter of our lives, we will be living the rest of our days caring for others. However, it's critical that we continuously remind ourselves to care about ourselves. We have all seen physicians that are depressed, frustrated, and burned out. See, we live in a society that holds us at times to unrealistic expectations, and we'll work in a field that tells us that we are elite mostly due to a title, a rank, or a self-created prestige of an institution. I can guarantee you that these short-lived feelings of accomplishment will end, and feelings of satisfaction will dissipate. This may happen in the next couple months, or it may happen years from now when you log in to Facebook and see your colleagues with bigger houses, prettier babies, or more Nobel Prizes. Let our faith, family, and friends in the medical community remind us that it's not successes that make us great or construct our identity. Let us celebrate today and every day moving forward that we have an opportunity to make a significant difference in the life of others. To the class of 2018, I hope that all of you live lives of joy, love, and caring relationships. I hope that you have the opportunity to have a number of meaningful conversations with your patients, with your mentors, family members, and most importantly, yourselves. Just don't do it too loudly so that you frighten other people. I wish you the absolute best. Thank you, class of 2018, for the most amazing 4 years of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie, for those thoughtful and heartfelt comments. I know I speak directly for the College of Medicine Administration and suspect I can speak for your class as well with our gratitude for your leadership these last 4 years. I now invite Dean Ray back to the podium for the recitation of the physician's oath.
Thanks, Ray. For most of the past 2,500 years, the Hippocratic Oath stood as a symbol of physicians' responsibility and commitment to patient welfare. The World Medical Association, at its second General Assembly in 1948, created a contemporary successor to the Hippocratic Oath, which outlines in concise terms the professional duties of physicians and affirms the ethical principles of the global medical profession. The document, now known as the Declaration of Geneva, or sometimes simply as the Physician's Oath, has since been revised several times, including at the World Medical Association's most recent General Assembly here in Chicago last October. I will ask all physicians in the audience also to please rise and recite the Physician's Oath along with the graduates. New physicians, please rise. I'm going to go off script for about 30 seconds here. As I mentioned to the AOA candidates earlier this week, the words you're about to recite aren't just words on a page. They're words that have come from generations and generations of physicians who have assumed the responsibilities and not just the rights of being a physician. There are going to be times in your careers where things are going to be backwards, where you're going to have an ethical problem to deal with, or where the vagaries of medical education and medical practice and this lifelong learning that you're embarking upon seem to be overwhelming. It's at that point in time that's when you go back to this oath that you're about to recite now. The oath is found on the first page of the commencement program. All physicians, please recite after me. Now being admitted to the profession of medicine, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will practice medicine with conscience and dignity. The health and life of my patient will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all that my patient confides in me. I will maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be as my family. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you. Please be seated.
We now approach the conclusion of this commencement ceremony. But before we finish, we would like to acknowledge those who have championed and supported these new physicians and graduates as they made their way toward this day. First and foremost, would all parents, spouses, significant others, family members, and friends of the graduates please stand and be recognized once more for all you have done to nurture, guide, and support them through the years. And now, would all members of the College of Medicine, faculty and staff, whether seated before us here in academic regalia, elsewhere in the audience, or up here on the podium, please rise and be recognized for your contributions to the teaching, professional development, personal mentoring, and support of these graduates. Please be seated. We now ask that members of the audience remain seated until the platform party, the faculty and graduates leave the floor. To exit and meet your party, guests should use the street-level doors of the pavilion. Faculty, please follow Dean Walden after the platform party has left the stage. Graduates, you may follow Senior Associate Dean Kashima and Assistant Dean Urosov at the outside of the aisles, who will assist you in dismissing each row of graduates, and you may then meet your party outdoors. Dean Ray, please join me at the podium to lead the recessional. Those in the platform party, please stand and follow the two of us from the stage. I now declare this 136th College of Medicine commencement closed. Thank you so much.